So fellas, recently the shocking news came out that one of the most positive, one of the brightest, one of the most gracious and least controversial fighters came out, and shock, Jon Jones has threatened to end the life of a drug tester, and he is essentially, basically assaulted, not assaulted, I'm not going to go that far, but he's essentially just threatened to, end the life of a drug tester, snagged the drug tester's cell phone, and this all happened in March as well, at the end of March, so it's pretty recent. And the first thing I've got to say about this situation is, first of all, it says a lot about Jon Jones, but second of all, why the UFC so hellbent on giving Jon Jones a good send-off? I know this is a bit random, but first of all, Jon Jones has taken steroids multiple times throughout his career, which has tainted the sport, given a bad look on the sport, and kind of just ruined the light heavyweight picture multiple times. Second of all, everything he does outside the octagon is a bad look for the UFC. And now that he's done this, gone out there and essentially just snagged the drug tester's phone, refused to take a drug test, and I assume, don't quote me on this, but I assume he ended up not actually doing the drug test if he's done all this. That just says a lot about Jon Jones and why the UFC so hellbent on giving him such a good send-off. And you know what? You know what is weird, is like shocking as well? The fact that people are acting like a fight with Tom Aspinall is some sort of punishment. Like us asking Jon Jones to fight Tom Aspinall is like asking Jon Jones to get locked in a cage with 5 grizzly bears. Like at the end of the day, all we're asking is to see the champion against the interim champion of his division. And the fact that the UFC, for some reason, love Jon Jones so much, even though he's kind of just leaving a bad look on the sport, and he's just overall, tainted the sport and tainted the UFC a lot. They're so hellbent on giving him a cushioned matchup against Stipe. At first, I kind of understood why the UFC are doing this, because they want to get a one-up over Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou's left the UFC, so they want to make Jon Jones look like the better heavyweight and have a great end-off to his career. But now that Francis Ngannou's just been brutally knocked out by Anthony Joshua, even if Jones was to go out there and get knocked out by the interim champion, Tom Aspinall, I don't even think it would I don't think if it would, I think the Francis Ngannou knockout isn't going to make Jon Jones, if Jon Jones was to get knocked out by Aspinall, I don't think that knockout would make him look worse than Francis Ngannou, if that makes sense. But yeah, it genuinely doesn't make sense why the UFC is so nice to Jon Jones, and it really makes you wonder why he's been avoiding the drug test as well. Like the guy that's taken steroids multiple times throughout his career, been popped multiple times throughout his career on multiple occasions, why that guy is now avoiding steroids all of a sudden. And I'm not accusing him of taking steroids in the heavyweight division, but it really makes you wonder why. And you know what annoys me? I already know there's going to be Jon Jones fans in the comments trying to back up from, trying to stick up from, be on his side, saying, oh, Jon Jones was intoxicated, so it makes up for it. Mate, nearly every single fighter in the UFC besides the Dagestanis get drunk and intoxicated. Do we ever see headlines of Alex Pereira giving a left hook to a drug tester? Do we ever see reports of Ilia Topuria drinking too much wine and then sleeping the drug tester? No, these are only coming out from Jon Jones. I understand some fighters handle alcohol better than others, but yeah, the fact that this is a reoccurring theme from Jon Jones just shows the type of guy he is. And yeah, threatening to kill a drug tester, just give him the fight with Aspinall, UFC. If you want to give him a final fight, make it Aspinall. No one wants to see the Stipe fight, and Jones practically doesn't deserve the Stipe fight. He hasn't been a good company guy. And then the next story that came out is, speaking of Aspinall, Jamahal Hill wants to fight Tom Aspinall in the future after his light heavyweight career. First of all, Jamahal Hill's not even the champion. I'm sick of, champions, and it's crazy because he's not even a champion yet, but I'm sick of champions always talking about the division above them when they've not even cleared out their own division. At first, it was kind of fun to see guys like Volkanovski move up to lightweight and face Islam, but when practically every single champion in the UFC is talking about moving up to the division above them and fighting the champion, it gets sickening. And it's crazy because Jamahal Hill's not even the champion. He's not even won the belt yet. And to be completely honest, I don't even think he beats Alex Pereira. He's coming back from an injury against a guy who's going to destroy his legs and a dangerous opponent in Alex Pereira. I don't even think he gets past Pereira. And even if he does get past Pereira, he's still going to have to get multiple title defenses before he even thinks about fighting a guy like Aspinall or whoever the heavyweight champion is. He's got guys like Ankalaev to deal with. So I'm just sick of him, trying to move up to the champions, just trying to move up to the division above them. And let's be completely honest, people are going to call me Aspinall Glazers or whatever, and I don't care, because Aspinall would absolutely murk Jamahal Hill, and practically so would any other heavyweight. I think Curtis Blades would, even Cyril Gane would. Jamahal Hill isn't made for the heavyweight division. Aspinall would sleep him if he wanted to. If not, he'd take him down, ragdoll him, and submit him just like he did to Alexander Volkov. Aspinall would destroy Jamahal Hill, and he would give Jamahal Hill sweet dreams. And I don't understand why. And we've seen Jamahal Hill at 240 pounds when he's obese How is that guy going to even come close to being athletic in the heavyweight division? But yeah, he's probably not even going to make it past Alex Pereira. And yeah, Tom Aspinall would destroy Jamahal Hill. Tom Aspinall would destroy every light heavyweight right now. And I know people are going to call me Glazers again, but it's not even just Aspinall. Most heavyweights on the roster would beat a light heavyweight if these light heavyweights were to move up to heavyweight. Like the stories of Pereira coming out and trying to get triple champ status by fighting Aspinall, the same thing would happen. He'd get taken down and submitted within seconds. So yeah, Jamahal Hill wanted to fight Tom Aspinall. Just focus on Pereira because that's your toughest test right now. And then the final story to come out is about Ronda Rousey. And essentially, Ronda Rousey still can't accept defeat. She's been on a podcast, and it's not even just this podcast, but she's been on a podcast and essentially just given a bunch of excuses to why she lost. And he's just kind of, I think everyone's kind of just lost respect for Ronda Rousey. Like, she would have been remembered as one of the biggest needle movers in women. I mean, she still is technically, because she's the biggest star in women MMA, but she would have been respected a lot more as one of the greatest female fighters to ever live. Kind of the same way we view Conor McGregor. If she just had a better personality, if she didn't have to back up every loss with excuses and say that, listen, I got caught by Holly Holm, I was outclassed by Amanda Nunes, that's why I lost. Not these a ton of excuses that came out. And she also came out and claimed that she thinks she's the greatest, or not even she thinks, she knows she's the greatest fighter that has ever lived. You know what? I blame Joe Rogan for this. I blame Joe Rogan for comparing Ronda Rousey to Floyd Mayweather. I blame Joe Rogan because it seems like every single time there's a new star in the UFC, Joe Rogan will go full glaze mode, just like he did to Alex Pereira, where he's obsessing over the fact that he can make 185 in his calf kick. So I blame Joe Rogan for making Ronda Rousey think she's much better than she is. But Ronda Rousey, 10 times out of 10 times you would get destroyed by Amanda Nunes. 10 times out of 10 times you'd get destroyed by Holly Holm. Yeah, just accept the fact that you've lost. You were nowhere near the greatest fighter that have ever lived. You're not even the greatest female fighter that has ever lived. Maybe you're the most popular. Maybe you're the biggest, pay-per-view star when it comes to female MMA. But you're definitely not the biggest, or definitely not the greatest at that point. But yeah, if she just had better personality, she should have been remembered as this judo artist. But even then, she had terrible striking. Ronda Rousey's striking has always been terrible. She's had good judo and terrible striking. But yeah, those are my 3 stories to come out. Essentially, the first story, yeah, Jon Jones threatening to kill a drug tester. Just give him a fight with Aspinall. Get rid of Jon Jones as soon as possible. He's not a good company guy. Stop giving him cushioned matchups against guys like Stipe Miocic. And then Hill came out, said he wants to fight Aspinall. Light heavyweights will never beat heavyweights. Jamahal Hill would lose to Gon, he'd lose to Jones, he'd lose to Blades, he'd lose to Aspinall. It doesn't matter which heavyweight we're talking about, he doesn't beat them. And it's not even just Hill, neither would Pereira. Ankalaev probably has a chance against like 1 or 2, but even he gets squashed by most of the heavyweights on the roster. And then obviously, Ronda Rousey coming out, she can't accept defeat, she can't accept the fact that she lost fair and square. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on these stories and the fighters that have been involved in them. Do you think Ronda Rousey is the greatest female fighter of all time? Do you think Hill can beat Aspinall? And do you think Jon Jones should still be giving cushioned matchups in the UFC despite every controversy that he's ever had? Let me know. Thank you for watching.